Happy birthday to legendary senior official referee Earl Hebner and legendary wrestler Alex Wright. This is Xavier, and I'm back again with another video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. My weekend was great. Got to watch some baseball. I watched all my shows that I recorded on Toonami this past Saturday. It was Dr. Stone, The Promised Neverland, Black Clover, Food Wars, and the return of My Hero Academia. Or that was last week. This is the return of Dr. Stone, Season 2. And I watched all of them in one day, which was yesterday. I didn't waste no time watching my Toonami shows that I recorded on Saturday. Hopefully, if I get a Saturday night off, I'll watch and live tweet during Toonami. But until then, when the time is right, I'm going to have to keep recording Toonami. And I hope you all enjoyed my review of the May 16th to May 22nd, 2005 schedule of Cartoon Network last night. I definitely enjoyed doing that TV schedule review. The next schedule I'm going to review is the February 2nd, 1998 schedule of MTV, followed by the July 1999 schedule of Cartoon Network, and the September 1998 schedule of Cartoon Network, and the September 2003 schedule of Toon Disney. Speaking of baseball, let's go ahead and do a recap of Thursday through yesterday's 4-game homestand between the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. Here's a recap of Thursday's game. Also, this rant is sponsorship by Bang, Pro-Tip Brain and Body Fuel. Today's flavor, the Black Cherry Vanilla. I also have it in the Keen Lime Pie and the Candy Apple Crisp. But we're going to drink the Black Cherry Vanilla flavor, just to maintain my composure here. Damn, tastes just like black cherry. And here we go. Here's a recap of Thursday's game. Astros scored 3 in the bottom of the first, while the Rangers scored 1 in the top of the first. No, wait. No, it doesn't say who scored in the first inning. I guess neither team didn't score shit in the first inning. Then the Astros scored 3 in the bottom of the second, and the Rangers scored 1 in the top of the second. Rangers scored 1 in the top of the third. No, I think the Rangers scored 1 in the top of the first. So the score was tied at 3 apiece, and neither teams didn't score shit through innings 4 through 10. Then the Astros finally scored 1 in the bottom of the 11th. Final score, Houston Astros 4, Texas Rangers 3. The Astros were 21-17 and the Rangers fell 18-21. Now here's a recap from Friday's game. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first inning. Astros scored 3 in the bottom of the second. Rangers scored 1 in the top of the third, and the Astros scored 4 in the bottom of the third. Rangers scored 1 in the top of the fourth. Astros scored 3 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Neither teams didn't score shit in the sixth inning. Rangers scored 1 in the top of the seventh and eighth inning. And neither teams didn't score shit in the ninth inning. Final score, Houston Astros 10, Texas Rangers 4. The Astros were 22-17 and the Rangers fell 18-22. Here's a recap of Saturday's game. Rangers scored 1 in the bottom of the first, while the Astros scored 4 in the. The Rangers scored 1 in the top of the first, while the Astros scored 4 in the bottom of the first. Neither teams didn't score shit through innings 2 through 6. Astros scored 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Rangers scored 4 in the top of the 8th. And neither team didn't score shit in the 9th inning. And the Astros were held on to a 6-5 victory. They were 23-17 and the Rangers fell 18-23. Now here's a recap of yesterday's game. Astros scored 1 in the bottom of the first inning. Neither teams didn't score shit in the second, third, and fourth inning. Astros scored 1 in the bottom of the fifth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the sixth inning. Rangers scored 2 in the top of the seventh. Astros scored 4 in the bottom of the eighth. And neither teams didn't score shit in the ninth inning. Final score, Houston Astros 6, Texas Rangers 2. The Astros are now 24-17 as the Rangers fall 18-24. The Astros got tonight off. Then they're going to be in the West Coast tomorrow through Thursday taking on the Athletics. Then they're going to be in Alamario, Texas this weekend against the Rangers. Next Tuesday and Wednesday, they take on the defending champs, the LA Dodgers. We're going to see how those games go. With no altercation or none of that shit. We don't need that. Next Friday to next Sunday, they take on the Padres. Memorial Day to June 3rd, taking on the Red Sox. June 4th to June 6th against the Blue Jays. June 8th to the 10th against the Red Sox. June 11th to the 13th against the Twins. June 15th and 16th taking on the Rangers. June 17th, my birthday, to Father's Day, June 20th, taking on the White Sox. June 21st to the 23rd against the Orioles. June 24th to 27th against the Tigers. June 28th to the 30th taking on the Orioles. July 1st to Independence Day against the Indians. July 6th through 8th taking on the Athletics. July 9th through the 11th taking on the Yankees. July 16th to the 18th taking on against the White Sox. July 19th to 21st taking on the Indians. All I gotta say about this 4-game sweep for the Astros. They definitely made me proud, even though they barely won on Thursday and Saturday. I thought the Astros was not going to sweep another team this season, but they did. First they swept the Athletics, now they swept the Rangers. Now they're going to be in the West Coast tomorrow through Thursday against the Athletics before they go against the Rangers this weekend. Can the Astros sweep the Rangers again this weekend? We don't know. We just got to wait and see. Congratulations, Astros, for getting your second sweep this NBA Major League Baseball season. So while I'm going off topic here, I can't believe that the Astros have swept the Rangers. I didn't think they was going to do it, but they did. First they swept the Athletics at the beginning of the season. Now they swept the Rangers. As for Red Nation, let's see how they did. Oh, the Rockets beat the Bucks on April 29th, 143-136. Then they lost to the Warriors on May 1st, 113-87. They lost to the Knicks on May 2nd, 122-97. They lost to the 76ers on Cinco de Mayo, 135-115. They lost to the Bucks on May 7th, 133-141, 141-133. They lost to the Jazz on May 8th, 124-116. They lost to the Trailblazers 140-129. They lost to the Lakers by deuce last Wednesday 124-122. They beat the Clippers on Friday 122-115. And on their last game of the season, they lost to the Hawks last night 124-95. The Rockets has finished up their season with 17 wins and 55 losses. That's a damn shame. The Rockets was struggling ever since James Harden left to go play for the Nets. I don't blame James Harden, but I do wish him the best of luck in the Nets. I kind of knew that the Rockets weren't going to make it to the playoffs ever since they got eliminated by the Spurs to get a spot into the playoffs. And hold on. Somebody from the Rockets has retired after what, 20 years? Let me see who it is. See who it is. Bill Worrell has retired after 20 years of broadcasting with the Rockets. On Friday, he retired, and the Rockets beat the Clippers 122-115. So enjoy your retirement, Bill Worrell. We definitely going to miss you. Oh, boy. I want to know what the Rockets are going to do this next season. But all I know is that they got to keep their heads up and get their shit together and find something to get back on the winning streak next season. So now that the Rockets are out of the playoff picture, let's see how the Lakers are doing. The Lakers beat the Pelicans last night, 110-98. Lakers got one more game of the season. This Wednesday, they take on the Warriors. The Lakers are now 42-30, and they're the number 7 seed in the Western Conference. Now let's see how the Heat are doing. The Heat beat the Pistons last night, 120-107. Cool. And this was their last game of the season. The Heat finished the regular season 40-32. Wow. Let's see. The Heat are the number 6 seed in the Eastern Conference. All right, cool. We're going to see how the Heat and the Lakers do in the playoffs. Will they get it on again in the finals? We don't know. It could be Lakers Heat too, but we'd have to wait and see. So that wraps up my thoughts about Thursday through yesterday's games between the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next Astros rant. Give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Leave your comment down below. I'm surprised that I have not taken my Astros hat off because the Astros has swept the Rangers. Wow. I didn't even take my hat off when I did a recap of the Astros Athletics game from the beginning of the season. Let me see if, just give me a moment here. Let me see something. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I thought I had one rant to do today, but guess what? I got two. I got an Attitude Era rant today. Reminiscing 20 years of a no-holds-barred match between Triple H and The Undertaker from the May 17th, 2001 edition of SmackDown. That's my Attitude Era rant of today. So I'm going to do that as soon as I get back from my 1 hour run. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Go Houston Astros.